Hello everyone and welcome to Feed the Beast Stoneblock 4, a Minecraft mod pack. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified the next time I upload. Enjoy the video. This is Stoneblock 4, the brand new latest iteration of the Stoneblock mod pack series. I hope it is a lot better than the last one. I didn't particularly enjoy Stoneblock 3, but that's because it didn't really have a quest book. It didn't have a goal. This one does have a goal, so I will probably enjoy it a lot more. Stoneblock 4 is a story-driven mod pack with plenty of options to play and progress based on your playstyle. This pack has tons of mods for all types of players. Mods may be gated with the storyline, so make sure to explore the different options for progression. For those who want a challenge, the final challenge of the pack is completing the world engine. Do you think you have what it takes? I think we do. We made the ATM star. If you found something that doesn't work like it should, we should let them know on Discord. And this one again has commands. /home, /back, and /spawn. And then there's Spark TPS. And that would be if we need to check if the world is lagging. For now, we will do the getting started. Let's see. A mysterious path. Welcome to the Archive of Guidance. Speak with the Echo to begin your journey. Note: if you're playing with friends, complete this quest first and reach your home base before inviting others to your team. So, we just have to talk to this guy. Welcome to the World Engine Restoration Knowledge Base, or WORK for short. I am the Echo of Guidance, assigned to assist emergent intelligent life throughout their journey using knowledge compiled from others who have succeeded before them. The World Engine is a powerful construct containing the cumulative knowledge of all humankind. Without that knowledge, it can become unstable and severely affect entities' realities, as you can see with this stone world. Check your quest book often. We will provide you with further instructions and access to additional knowledge upgrades as you restore more World Engine archives. Now that you have activated the work, the portal upstairs has become traversable. Our first task is to press complete stage and claim the reward, and that will allow us access to the world selection portal. Begin your journey in this petrified world and return to me once you have acquired a crude tool capable of unearthing minerals and basic resources. Statistical models show increased motivation when provided tasks yield rewards. As such, the work will provide you with currency when objectives are completed. These may be exchanged with any Echo to request items from their item printers labeled as shop. The workshops contain a wide array of items and resources, most of which are only available to a specific Echo based on their domain of knowledge. While this knowledge may not prove essential to restoring the world engine, some items are only accessible via printing. And our first task is to craft a crude brush. Oh, we have a little cutscene, so we will wait for that. We go up the stairs. This is the Archive of Guidance, and that is our portal. That is what we will be traveling through to get to our home base. Now, the spawn is extremely decorated, and that's really nice. It is in adventure mode, so I can't break anything, but these Farmer's Delight things are right-clickable. I just need a bowl to scoop it up. So once I get wood and craft bowls, I can come back here and get some free food. So, first let's check the quest. It gives us 1 coin, or $1. Our next quest is the Echo of Guidance, has directed you to create your first home. Head out of the archive and enter through the giant portal to make your place in this world. So we just have to go through the portal. And we have a couple of options. 6 different options. There's the dark and mysterious cave, a dark and eerie blackout zone, a vibrant and colorful cherry tree, a ruined pre-industrial complex, a lush and warm mangrove cave, or a rugged and resilient tough cave. So, this would give us lush items. This would give us a large space to start in. This is the classic starting area, and I have no idea what the dark and eerie blackout zone is, but I don't really want to pick it. So, my go-to choices would be between ruined pre-industrial complex and lush and warm mangrove cave. But I kind of want to see what's going on in the lush and warm mangrove cave. Oh, I am immediately underwater. Alright, we completed the first quest, which gives us another $1 and a grandma's treat. We got cabbage rolls. The next quest, this pack comes with random events that are disabled by default. To enable them, complete this quest. Note, some events might contain jump scares. You can toggle each event using the command /events toggle event. For example, if you want to disable the jump scare event, you can use the command /events toggle FTB creeper. So we will enable events because they're fun, and it will auto-activate the bee event. We have a bee here, it's called a loot bee, and it drops things for us. And we just have to follow after it and pick up everything it drops. And its drops are entirely random. So it does just throw us a bunch of items from the pack. So this one gave us 2 leather, a copper ingot, a dirt chest 9000, coal, lapis, and an egg. And then we got cabbage rolls. And we do have a spice of life. So we can gain hearts from eating food. Yeah, the food book from Spice of Life. That requires a book and a carrot. Which is nice. This cave is pretty. I do like the mangrove. And we start with a little platform that has decorated pots and sacks. And the sacks can be used as chests, but really what they'll be used as is early game shulker chests. Shulker boxes, or whatever you want to call them. We have a barrel and a campfire up here. 2 more sacks, and 2 more decorated pots. So, let's look at the next quest. No dirt, no trees, no tools, but you still got your fists. Break some stone to get pebbles that you can work with. This must be done with an empty hand. Okay. So we can punch rocks. And we will go ahead and do that. And we cannot ultimine the blocks without a tool in our hands, and you cannot ultimine stone. So we will just start by digging a little hole in the wall right here with our fist, and we have to do an empty hand. If we punched it with the stone pebble, it would just break. It wouldn't give us anything. So we just do this for a little bit, punching rocks until we have enough items to craft something that we can mine the wall with. So I just need a couple of stone pebbles. 27, that allows us to get 6 pieces of cobblestone. I guess I shouldn't jump ahead like that. We can craft a crafting table out of 4 cobblestone. So if we do this, it gives us a crafting table. This gives us stone rods, which we'll use as sticks. This gives us more pebbles and $1. Ultimate notes. While the pack contains FTB Ultimine, it does not work on stone. Ultimine can be toggled with the keybind button 5, which is just my top thumb button on my mouse. It also requires a tool in your hand to work. Gives us another $1. Cobblestone will only get you so far. Make a stone hammer so that you can break cobblestone down into a finer material. There has to be some minerals in it somewhere. So we'll craft a hammer, breaks down into gravel, which breaks down into dirt, and then of course into sand and dust. Smashing gravel down further turns it into dirt. Dirt is always filled with some kind of seed or sapling. Try breaking dirt with a stone crook. So we're going to need a bunch more stone. Gives us 3 more. We can make the crook, but we need the hammer first. So we'll break a little more stone to try and get this all squared away. Let's see. We get a random amount of stones from it from 1 to 4, I think. Okay, that's 3 more. That gets us enough for the crook and the hammer. Now I just need 2 pieces more of cobblestone, and then we can craft the hammer. There we go. And I want just a little bit more because I can eat these. So I want to eat as many diverse foods as I possibly can. The other thing that I am going to do is turn this into a crafting station. Crafting stations hold on to items, so if I put this, well, not right there, but right here, it can access what's in the sack, but it also will hold whatever is in the inventory. So we will start off by crafting a hammer and a crook. Whoops. Alrighty. And then I still can't auto hammer, or ultimine, I mean, the stone, but I can do it on the cobblestone that's already in the walls. That gets me gravel, and then I can break one of those pieces of gravel into dirt. And then with my crook, break that dirt into oak and acacia saplings. I did jump ahead a little bit. The dirt seems to have plenty of saplings that you can use. You can get these saplings by mining dirt with the crook. While you can wait for a tree to grow, you can force it to grow by using squat grow. This can be toggled with the keybind V. So it gives us another stone crook and $2. This gives us cobblestone and $1. This gives us $2. Digging with a pickaxe will take forever since it only mines 1 block at a time. Upgrade to a hammer from the Just Hammers mod. The basic stone hammer can dig in a 3x3x1 area per swing, with the better hammers digging out even bigger areas. If you didn't know, you can burn logs into charcoal in a furnace. This can be a good early source of fuel. Okay. With this, I think I want to craft a crafting table on a stick. If I can do that. Crafting table on a stick. It needs to be a sign, which means I need wood, but luckily I technically have the mangrove roots. Is it just roots? I think so. They didn't give me any logs, unfortunately. So, I need to turn this gravel into dirt, because I don't think I can plant on mud. Oh, I can. We will grow a oak log. I'm pretty sure my hammer doesn't break logs into anything. Just want to make sure before I accidentally turn my entire tree into sawdust. So we will hammer down the oak log. That'll give us regular sticks and more saplings. We will pop up top here and craft a sign. with these planks. One sign, but that does require a regular stick. And a sign with a crafting table on a stick. That allows me to craft on the go, and it goes in my charm slot. Right there. And I believe I have it set to... yeah. I can open it without having to actually have it in my hand, which is really nice. Which means I can come back over here and start mining again. And we will just mine out a little area here. A loot bee has spawned. That is fantastic. Gets me more stuff. I've gotten more leather and more copper and more lapis. Piece of honeycomb. That makes sense for a bee to drop. And an emerald. We will jump back upstairs and dump all that in the sack here. Just in case I need to craft with any of that. And you can't put a sack in a sack. I'm saying sack a lot. Should probably stop. But that does get the gearing up quest. I should just go through and click all these. I got a curio item, so it gave me $3. Crafting table on a stick gets me $1. Crafting station gets me $1. And I should just go through and click all the check marks so that I don't have to worry about it. The magic quest lines, that comes later, after I actually get the magic items. Logistics and automation is just a check mark for $1. Resource generation, just $1. Exploration is just $1. So, in Stoneblock 4, the world is generated in rings. You spawn into a pre-generated stone ring that extends out about 712 blocks. Each subsequent ring only extends out 512 blocks. The rings are in this order: stone, deep slate, nether, end, twilight forest made out of maze stone, the ocean made out of mossy cobblestone, void chasms made out of other rock with skystone in the upper layer. So you can see here, we are here. Then we'll hit deep slate, nether, end, maze block, mossy cobblestone, other stone. And then whatever is out even further. And then we have a bounty board. Most quests in the bounty board are repeatable and refresh every 24 hours. The clock tasks in each quest will show you the cooldown once you've collected your rewards. So once we kill a wither, it'll cool down for 24 and give us 25. The mighty chicken jockey. The mighty Ender Chicken has a home on both the north and south parts of the map, specifically in the End Ring. Rumor has it the chicken has an impenetrable shield. Perhaps a chicken stick might help with that. I believe that just means to pick up the chicken. Gives me 30 coins. Looks like there are items. You're telling me that turning in 8 antimatter pellets gives me 150 coins, but I can go and kill a boss for like 100? That doesn't make any sense. This boss is 350 coins. Whatever. Quest for generation or general technology. The mechanism quest line, Ori Tech, and Draconic Evolution. But we will stick in this quest line for now. Wood is important, especially in a world made of stone. You need to make use of everything you can get. With your first pieces of wood, make some wooden shears to properly harvest those leaves as well. So, we need to plant more trees. And we need to get some wooden shears. So we need trees. And then we need... I'm going to spawn both trees and grab as many leaves as I can, which is only 50. And then we will just use the crook to mine the oak logs. And then all the leaves will break. Now, I'm starting to get hungry, so I will eat a pebble. It gives me hunger, slowness 2, but resistance 2. Gives me 2 coins. So far, you have made good use of your fists, but now it's time to step it up a notch. Those leaves have some life in them. You just need to crush them to find it. Place down the basin, then place some leaves on top of it. Jump on them until you've squeezed out every last drop from them. This will create water, but you'll need a way to scoop it out. So it wants me to craft a wooden basin, which is not hard. It just takes 7 pieces of oak log, and that is the wooden basin. And then we can come over here, place down an oak leaf, and jump on it. That gave me 250 millibuckets. That one gave me 500 millibuckets. That gave me another 250. That one gave me 1,000. So I have 2 buckets of water in there for when I need to make an infinite water source, like I don't already have one. I started in a pond. But that completed this quest. Gives me $2. Let us make... we will use the hammer, and we'll actually go up top here. That might be easier. I don't want to ultimine the cobblestone right there, so we will just mine in a little bit. We hit the mud, which turns into sand because it's technically dirt. We'll mine a little path in here that I'm sure is going to be too dark, or not, to get some cobblestone to make a furnace. And the furnace, we will use... Planks and logs have the same burn time, so whether you use a log or a plank down here, you can melt 1.5 items, which is enough to turn an oak log into a piece of charcoal. Charcoal, that'll complete the quest. Let me place down the other sack. Grab this piece of coal out. Gives us 2 coins, 2 to 4 pieces of charcoal, and 2 hoppers. That was weird. Okay. Next, we should focus on getting this hammer. And I need 1 more piece of cobblestone. So let's mine this. Cobblestone. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to turn these... Oh, I still need 1 more. I miscounted my cobblestone. So, I need 3 pieces of stone, which is what it requires. And we will use 2 oak planks. And I'm going to go ahead and eat the cabbage roll. So, this hammer from Just Hammers, I can craft any of them, but I don't have the ability to, takes 3 pieces of stone, and it has to be stone, not forged stone, which could be andesite, diorite, granite, and 3 sticks. So that's why I'm smelting up the 3 pieces of stone. And then we'll hop in here, craft up some sticks, and craft my mining hammer. Technically, it's an optional quest, but it is an extremely useful item. If leaves are dried out, they can be used to make stronger fibers. Make a campfire and place the leaves on top to dry them out. Once dry, you should be able to turn them into straw by breaking them with the crook. So I need a campfire, and that is 3 logs on the bottom. I need more sticks though, which means I need more logs. So let me instead make an axe. I think I can make it out of andesite. Or not. There are certain tweaks that some mod packs give that really help out with this kind of stuff, but not in this mod pack. We will head over here and mine. And you can see I'm breaking 9 at a time. And now it's dark over there, so once I get some torches, we will need to light up the path. Climb up. I want to craft an axe so that I stop using my hammer on stuff. And then we will go and get some wood. We are going to plant another oak sapling and grab some logs and some sticks and an apple. That's nice. Then I'm going to do a little more so that I don't use all my logs on this. Apparently I have to be on level with it. I can't be a level down. Alright. Apparently I can crouch to increase the height of my drip leaf. It's nice to know. Not very useful, but nice to know, I guess. And then we will make some sticks and craft a campfire. Now, we're going to use the top area for this. Campfire down, and 4 leaves. And then once that advancement goes away, it takes 30 seconds for these leaves to combust. And I don't need most of the stuff that's up here. So we are going to break the pots to get brick, break the barrels, and break the campfires. The campfires will break into charcoal. And the barrels can just be used as storage. And the bricks can be turned into botany pots. We have 4 dry leaves. We will place them back down, grab a stone crook, and break it into straw. And that is pretty much all we will use that bonfire for, which is why I put it upstairs. So now, that's this quest, Feel the Burn. It'll give us a Starbuncle gift and 3 coins. And then we have this quest. Most quests in the main chapter that are shaped like a gear are echo-related quests. This means that you will most likely need to return to an echo to complete their task or see if they have something new for you. Gives us 1 just for reading. It's like a reward. With the straw that you've made, you are finally able to make a basic version of the most important tool on your journey, the crude brush. With a gentle hand and a stroke of the brush, you'll be able to find the minerals hidden inside the broken stones. You should return to the Echo of Guidance to show him your progress. Note, you can use /spawn to return to the lobby. So we want a crude brush, but we did get this Starbuncle gift. The Starbuncle gift gave us a Wilden Horn and a potion of mana regen. And I don't need any of that. We are going to get rid of these sacks, both of them. And we are going to place down a barrel here. And we are going to put a bunch of stuff in here. Because I don't need to be carrying around all of this. And it's just kind of clutter. So we're just going to dump my inventory. We're going to keep the cabbage rolls and the apples. And then we will keep an empty sack, and the other barrel can just go in here. Now, I don't know what use mud serves, but I presume it's like a dirt block. And what I want to do, I don't need the bricks right now, I want to just craft the crude brush. And apparently, my crafting table station, there we go, now it's accessed. And now, with this, we get 5 more. But they want us to collect dust, so we'll grab the sand I collected. A mystical questing ram has appeared nearby. X13 Y144 Z-10. He's up in that tree. Hello, mystical questing ram. What can I do you for? Apparently I can't reach him. Don't worry, Mr. Ram. I'll help you. I just need to put back down the sconce. Didn't mean to break that. Okay, we'll jump across. The questing ram. If I bring him all of the types of wool, he'll give me something. But that's not until much later, so we are not going to worry about the magical questing ram. Ow. Jump to the pond. Or miss entirely. That's my fault. That's my bad. Place down the sand and hammer. Gives us the dust. For that quest, I do not need the decorated pot. Oh. Well, I wanted to break it. There we go. Alrighty. Now, gives us sand and dust and money, and we can work on the bonsai pots. You can get clay by brushing sand. This layout here, you can ultimine, and they use the brush instead of the sieves. So, sand gives us copper chunks and clay balls. And now we can actually use the bricks I just got from smashing all those pots to make a bonsai pot. And then the other thing I want to do is grab a barrel, a piece of dirt, a sapling, and a hopper, which would be in one of my sacks. This one. We are going to empty this sack out, throw it back in here with all of the junk. So now, over here, we are going to set up a little setup. So it'll be barrel, hopper. Apparently I can wear the bonsai pot as a hat. It's not what I was trying to do. Bonsai pot. We will place a dirt block and a sapling. And then in here, we will make another axe. Or not. Let me make it out of sticks. Apparently I can't use the stone rods for anything. Clear the grid. Throw the sticks in there. And then this axe will go in the axe slot, and it will chop down trees for me, so I have an auto generation of wood, saplings, and apples. So, we will start working on the next quest. This also gave me a hopper. Instead of picking through dirt with a crook, the crude brush can help you find small objects like seeds to start a farm. So, I am actually just going to come upstairs and ultimine this to give me gravel. And then place down all this gravel to get me dirt. I don't need very much of it. I only need like 4 pieces should give me the grass seed. Hopefully. Yes, grass seed, a carrot, wheat seeds, potato, and andesite pebbles. So, let me break away these mangrove roots and craft a double chest. Or not. I don't know why I did it like that. But we will... Come on. Do I need to do it in here like this? Double chest. Okay. That way, I have more storage in my crafting table. We will then grab these. Grass or delightful dirt can also be used to make a passive mob farm that can be a good source of food and resources, especially leather. The Echo of Guidance also sells a gateway containing passive mobs. And then I just need a feather. Passively spawned chickens can drop eggs randomly, but you can also get the eggs before the chickens. They may randomly drop from the Loot Bee event, or if you're very lucky, the Chicken Jockey event might also lay an egg. With access to eggs and feathers, you can get started on the Roost Ultimate mod, allowing your chickens to produce other resources than just plain old eggs. That sounds like an older mod of resource chickens, but we will first off eat 1 potato. Gotta get those hearts somehow, and throw the potatoes, wheat seeds, and carrot in here, and the grass seeds, and then we will bring this crude brush back to spawn, and if I hit spawn, it opens a mystical portal. And you walk in, teleports you right to the Echo. Now I just need to remember what voice I gave this guy 30 minutes ago. Complete stage. Complete stage. As you are now aware, my primary directive is to restore the world engine. However, it cannot be accessed directly, as its core is sealed deep within the center of the world beyond an impenetrable barrier to protect its internal system from those who do not follow the proper work protocol. Access will require teleportation using Chronon energy. Chronon is a powerful energy source capable of opening time, space, gateways. A Chronon generator will passively store Chronon within a Chronon cell. We have located a healing spring north of your base, which will provide you with necessary resources to craft this generator. I don't know what they tried to spell there, but it's wrong, so we'll just say, and past data has shown that mortal entities require the consumption of nutrient-rich substances in order to function. To accommodate for this need and to avoid past results, you may now acquire food from within our shop. Note, you may access your base of operations by walking through the portal again. My task is to craft and submit a Chronon generator to my quest book. I now have the shop, which allows me to craft, to trade for a quest book, torches, and food. I will get 2 of these random foods and 2 of these torches because I still have 40 in my wallet. That gets me 2 random food chests. Got me bacon sandwich and baked cod stew. And also, I did not point out that at the beginning, but I do want to point out now that this center area is kind of just showing off what mods are in the mod pack. We have Create, We have the Twilight Forest. We have Mechanism. We have Oritech. We have Draconic Evolution. We have Actually Additions. We have Ars Nouveau. And then we also have like Chisel. And I don't know if we have Apotheosis. I don't think we do. But yeah. Oh, really quick. I want to make some bowls and grab that food while I'm here. I mean, might as well raid the starting area they give me. There's a lunch basket. Weird. Okay, so yeah, I can... What? Oh no, it's going into my inventory. But it's also, like, not disappearing. That's great. I now have a plate of honey glazed ham and roast chicken. They didn't disappear. That means I have an infinite food source here. That's great. Also, while here, you have flying. You can fly around. And you don't take fall damage. So, yeah. I'm now inside the portal. Hi, Veggies Black. Ah, it took away my food. Dang it. They thought about it. They have it planned. That's unfortunate. Infinite source of food would have been nice. But I do have baked cod stew that I can eat now. I gained a heart! From the slice of life carrot. Alrighty. So, that ram is going to get annoying and I might kill it one day. We now have unlocked a new branch in the quest line. Every time that I turn in quests or do the main objective, it spawns in a new addition. No, I'm not playing with anyone. I am alone. All alone. But the next thing is to get an iron hammer to show that the Echo that you have learned how to unearth resources from this world. You should make an iron hammer from the materials you can brush from gravel. This will speed up getting cobblestone greatly. Note, completing this quest will upgrade your unearther level, which increases the types of items that you receive when brushing. So it will get me a gift of pebbles, which can be pretty much anything, it looks like. An unearther level, and 5 coins. So, we just need to place down some gravel. And then go with the crude brush. I forgot to light up that little area over there, so mobs are now spawning, which is not great. So we'll have to go deal with them at some point. That got me 3 iron clusters and 10 tiny coal. So we will go ahead with that. Could also smelt up my copper cluster. I'm not going to go to the link of the bot. I'm just ignoring the bots, because no matter how many times I ban a bot, it just comes back. So I won't bother. If I want, you know, if I want viewers, then I'll earn them. I'm not a cheat. Yeah, bots suck, but it's just not really anything I can do about it. It's like spam callers. No matter how many times you block them, they just come back with a different number. Alright, we have the iron hammer. That completes the quest. Gets me another unearther level and one random item. A gold auto hammer. Nice. Okay. Let me put this down and... It draws in from the left and out from the right. Let me pick this up. So once I get an auto hammer set up, that'll be really useful. I did run a test run of this to make sure that it worked right and that it was something I wanted to do. And when I collected that quest, I got a quantum singularity generator or something. Increasing your unearther levels will also increase the type of drops you get from brushing blocks. Fantastic. This compass leads you to the nearest healing spring. The Echo mentioned a healing spring somewhere north of your base that can provide you with resources to make the Chronon cell. It's time to dig, dig, dig. I need to locate the underground spring and get amethyst shards from it. With your new unearthing skills, you should easily be able to find better materials in the different blocks that you can brush. Try brushing dust to see what you can unearth. I have some dust. Is it just... Okay, we'll go ahead and turn the sand into more dust. Or, no, that's not the right button. There we go. Sand into dust, and we will collect the dust. And now we will brush it. Got me not even enough gold chunks, but I got some redstone, some bone meal, and some tin. Why don't I throw a torch in my offhand, turn on the light overlay, and we'll start mining. Because I can do a 3x3 to the east. And I will get some cobblestone. And then the light overlay shows me which blocks mobs can spawn on. And torches reach 7 blocks, so once you see the red, you can go 7 more blocks and then place it down. I tend to go 6, just to be safe. What I'm actually going to do next is craft some stuff if I can. I'm out of logs again. Dang it. Oh, no, I'm not. They're over here. I have that auto tree. So we will craft some chests up. And we will set up this auto hammer. We're going to do that upstairs. Now that I have this little space here, I can even mine it out one like this. And we're going to go we'll go 3 more down just so that I can mine up the next layer like this. So that I can make a decent sized room for me to do automation and stuff in. So it's now 4 deep. Or 6 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 deep. Jeez, I just can't count at all, apparently. We will place down gold auto hammer with a double chest on either side. And also another torch right there. And then on this side, we'll put cobblestone. The gold auto hammer will turn it into gravel for me. And we can just leave that. We will claim my base. And the couple blocks around it. And then I can actually force load these 4 chunks. So those 4 chunks will always be operating. I can see a dungeon over to my northwest, and that's the grotto that I'm trying to go to directly to the north. We will leave this going. drop down a little bit. And then we need to head north. But first, I'm going to empty my inventory of all this junk and grab only what I need. We will use these tools and this stone hammer. We are probably going to need another stone hammer, so I'll make it now. Do I have enough of that? I should. I need food, so we'll do the bacon sandwich, the baked cod, and that. Grab a sack. And just for the hell of it, I'm going to make a stone sword for combat. We will make a shield. And then let's see if we have any weird armor. We do have apotheosis. That kind of sucks. That means the mobs are going to get stronger. We don't have any weird stuff that I can craft now. We don't have, like, cobblestone chestplate, or wooden chestplate or anything weird like that. The regular stuff, and then stuff from the spell mods, Ender Cataclysm, and the Twilight Forest. Oh, we have Project E in here. That's awesome. I do like that mod. We will go shield in the offhand, sword in the main hand, and we will use a second stone hammer. Let us go back upstairs real quick, and yeah, the way to craft them from, I think, Quark, where you craft them with logs instead, and it makes the, so planks makes 4, logs makes 16. Yeah. If I need a bunch of them, I will do the Quark way of doing it, but if I just need a couple, and I already have planks in my inventory, I might as well just make it out of planks. But I do appreciate the reminder, because every mod pack is different, and some mod packs, they just don't have the Quark stuff to make stuff faster. It's like how a lot of mod packs don't have Ultimine if they're not Feed the Beast, and Vein Miner is locked behind, like, an enchantment or an add-on. Like, it's just, every mod pack is slightly different, and the reminder of the little things that are in it is helpful. I appreciate that. We will stop the auto hammer and get it sieving gravel, or hammering gravel. Yeah, I'm going to turn the iron into a chest plate so that I can go fight the mobs that are downstairs. I mined a hole over there and forgot to light it up. So instead of a chest plate, I might go... no, chest plate's the only good option. I mean, I can go fight them now. I did make a shield. Do I have the torch? I don't even have the torches on me. Okay. Well, nothing else spawned in here in the meantime. That's okay. Iron pickaxe is a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. Where did I put my torches? Oh, there they are. So yeah, let's go mine this hole. Boop. Yeah, we will, I have the iron hammer, but that's not best for mining. I'm gonna go mine some amethyst, and that'll take at least stone. But if I can upgrade to iron straight away, why not? Okay. We will start mining north to try and get to that grotto. And this is broken. I didn't need a second one, I forget. You can repair in your inventory. But now I guess I have two. We're gonna swap the shield over to torches. Place down 7 blocks away. Oh, I'm off. I'm a little to the right of the grotto they want me to go to. A little bit of lag there. So once we get up near it, I will turn to the left so that I can mine into the grotto, cave, whatever they call it in this, I can't remember. So we will be mining for a minute because it doesn't work on stone. Vein miner doesn't. We will repair up the stone hammer. So keep going, keep going, keep going until we reach yeah, it's real far away. It can be anywhere within the stone layer. Looks like just beyond it is another dungeon as well. I say just beyond, but it's like probably another good couple hundred blocks. Alright, so this wall right here should break in. Or not. There we go. Now I'm in. My inventory is full of cobblestone. So we will drop that all right there to let it disappear. I know I don't technically have to light any of this up because mobs don't spawn in here, or else it would be full of mobs. But it just feels better to all be lit up. Okay, now that I'm here, I am looking to mine the amethyst. We're going to throw down a couple more stacks of cobblestone over there. Okay, we will just mine the blocks right from the wall. That gives us 12 amethyst shards. And that completes our quest. Gives us 5 more bucks. And then we just need to brush some dust to get some gold. So now I have to run all the way back home. But I can break the decorate... Ooh, sorry. Had a hiccup. Had to break the decorated pots to get more brick. And I could use some of this, but I don't need it, so we're just gonna leave it. I have gold pellets but not a full gold cluster. I did not want any of that cobblestone. Okay. Now we will run back home. And yes, I know sprint jumping is a waste of saturation. And then we will jump back up here. Yeah, I have 3 gold chunks, but I need a gold cluster, which means I need 4. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's another one of the events that can happen. It's terrifying, but it does drop me gunpowder. I have played a mod pack before with their events. I know kind of what I'm expecting. Doesn't mean it isn't surprising, though. Scares the bejeebus out of me every time. We'll go back upstairs and have it do the same thing again. Turning the dirt into sand. I'm going to keep some dirt so that I can start a farm. Which actually I can do right now. Just grab a stone hoe. Hop over to the other side of the lake. Place down some dirt. And then let me just take the torches out of my offhand so I stop placing them down. And then we'll go back up and grab everything I can plant, which is my carrot, my potato, and my seeds. Carrot. Apparently I can't plant the potato. Why can I not plant the potato? That's confusing. I guess it just can't be planted next to the carrot? What is... Oh, are these ones glitched? Yes. Interesting. Water won't flow there. You're right that it could be the light. I can't tell if it's the light or that these blocks are bugged. It was the light. You were right. Thank you. So we can start that farm over there. I don't think we can get gold from sand, so we'll probably have to break this down again. Unearther. I am currently apprentice. No. So yeah, I need to break it down one more time. We will let it do that. I think that's the next quest I need. Apparently I have a quest in the bounty board I've completed. Oh, all the way up at the top. Play for an hour. You're telling me every... Okay. Not every 24 hours I can get a quest for playing for an hour. That'd be kind of ridiculous. I do want dirt again, actually. And back over here where I had mined that hole, I want to make a little farm. But not a wheat farm. I want to make a like a livestock farm. So we're gonna make a big old area here. It's not all gonna be replaced with dirt, but I'm gonna place some dirt down. I guess I can use the hammer for this too. I don't need to use my pickaxe. So just place down some dirt for now. And I only have 5 more, so we'll just go down the line here. And then torches. 1 in the corner there. We'll do 1 in this corner here. We'll flank that corner there and 1 there. Actually, this looks stupid. We'll put it where the grass isn't. And then I will go grab my grass seed, my 1 grass seed I have. And we will start that growing into actual grass instead of just dirt, so that passive mobs can spawn. Just flop. And then I will actually just squat to grow these, and ultimine, and ultimine rapid harvest. And the way that you ultimine rapid harvest is you spam crouch, hold down your ultimine key and your right click key, and the moment anything grows, it immediately pops off, and you rapidly harvest everything. I have so many seeds, I got a bunch of carrots. I got a poisonous potato. I guess I can eat that to try and gain hearts. Which feels like a really dumb thing to do if you know the potato is poisonous. We will grab the dust and create a wall of it. And just sieve the whole thing at the same time. I'm gonna be stuck saying sieve for a while. I mean brush. But every other mod pack uses sieves. So that's what my brain goes to. Yeah, the wand would be easier, but I don't currently want to waste the resources on it. Doesn't look like I can repair this. Unless they have the stone wands. It's the stickiest stick in this one, isn't it? Yeah. Just 3 sticks. Copper stick. Iron. So I can do the stick one, but that only places 3. So I'm a little faster than that. And I currently only have 1 piece of copper. 12 pieces of gold will surely be enough. I could get more copper from doing sand, so I should probably start more cobblestone mining in my little hammer here. We'll do 3 stacks of cobblestone. We'll turn 1 of those into sifting gravel, 1 of those into sifting sand, and 1 of those into sifting dust. Okay, we get more dust and some bucks. The Chronon Generator. With the materials you've gathered, you should be able to craft the Chronon Generator, like the Echo wanted. It's time to submit the Chronon Generator and return to the Echo of Guidance. Doing this will award all players on your team a cell and a generator. Note, you must submit the Chronon Generator to complete this quest and update the Echo of Guidance. Yeah, you can't just hold it, you need to actually, like, put it in. Can I smelt it? Unfortunately, no. Okay. I can't turn dust into glass. It'd be nice, but apparently that is just not a thing. So give me a piece of sand, and we will just waste a little bit of coal. Can I use the stone rods for anything? Just hammers and crooks? And of course the pipe wrench from pipes. That can use any stick. You can even waste blaze rods on it if you really want to. Okay, Chronon Generator requires the Chronon Cell and a clock. Clock is easy because I have a bunch of gold now, and the Chronon Cell. Okay, that used all of my copper, which I knew it would. And now we can make the Nope, now I'm short some iron. So, time to go. First I need to make a brush. Crude brush, because I don't think I can make any of the advanced ones. Okay, we have the brush. We'll grab the gravel and throw another stack in there. I don't need much. And I can use any of the excess iron to make a wand that makes it easier to place, just like you had suggested. But until I know I have the resources, I don't want to spend them. I'm kind of a hoarder. Okay, once I get one more, I can make the Chronon Generator. Submit that. Chronon Generator, submit. I'm not going to claim everything from that quest just yet. I want to go back to the Echo of Guidance first. Okay. You are now eligible to teleport to the World Engine once sufficient Chronon has been gathered. You have progressed well. However, solitary efforts has proven inefficient in past attempts. To improve your odds, you will require assistance. In the shadows, you may find the remains of previous nitwit helpers. This damaged ender lead should assist you to convert them within a healing spring into a useful companion. You will be required to convert this helper into a token, which can be brought to the system to recognize your progress. This can be done by making an echo encoder within the World Engine. Okay, my task is to convert a zombie villager in a healing spring and turn them into a worker token using the echo encoder. So, I now have the ender lead. Now I will accept this quest. Unlocked the World Engine. Got me a Chronon Generator and a lost cell of the Echoes. It also got me a piece of dreadful dirt, which I can actually use to make a mob farm. And 10 bucks. The action pad is a marvel of the ages. It can route many of your commonly used commands, such as home, spawn, and World Engine teleportation through this device. You can open the menu by using the item or with the keybind keypad 3. Yeah, I use a lot of my keypad to mess with stuff in my curio slots. Many other teleportation options will appear as you meet the various echoes and progress through the pack. If you ever lose your device, you can claim a replacement in the quest book Emergency Items tab, which is somewhere. I think it's here. Yeah, Emergency Items is just the action pad. The Chronon cell allows you to store the power of time called Chronon. The Chronon generator will slowly generate Chronon for the cell, which enables teleportation to your base using /home. You can also use this cell to teleport to the world engine by sneak right-clicking it in your hand. Alrighty. I will be putting my action pad in a curio slot. Apparently it can sit in any of my curio slots, but we'll put it in a curio slot. My Chronon generator can go on my wrist, which is right here. And the lost cell of the echoes goes in a curio slot. So now, I look all fancy with a watch on my wrist. Not really. It looks kind of dumb, to be honest, but I'll take what I can get. I can teleport now. Within the dark, empty spaces, it sounds like creatures have begun to crawl up from the depths of the stone. With some luck, you might be able to find a deceased villager stirring up. Create an empty, dark room to allow for a zombie villager to spawn, and use the healing spring to bring them back to life. Note, make sure not to build the room too close to the healing spring, as mobs won't spawn there. Look for the biome name under your minimap, or using F3 to check. Alrighty. So I need to now build a little dark room. So we will go home. Of course it spawns me under the water, because that's what I wanted. Every time, man. It's like it wants me to drown. We will take this. I don't think I did. Yeah, turning in the Chronon generator unlocked the next line. But actually talking to above the grass block. Oh yes, this has been here since I unlocked the grass block quest. I just need a feather to get the chicken. I just haven't had any chickens spawn. But apparently I had a loot bee spawn. I didn't notice that in the chat. Oh, it did. Weird. That's alright. Thanks for pointing it out. If I had missed it, I would have been sad because I wouldn't get the big old ding that means the whole quest line's completed. Like, that's the dopamine you need at the end of the day. I did get a chance cube from the bee. I will be opening these, but not close to my base. Not anywhere close to my base. That is just a horrible idea, and yeah, that's not gonna happen. So let's throw some stuff up here. I'm not gonna use the dreadful dirt. Yeah, I will probably mine south, because that's where my stuff is. So over in here is where I'm growing that passive mob farm that will eventually start maybe making me chickens. And then I'm thinking maybe over here on the other side of this tree, mining this way and building like a little room for it, but it has to be pretty far away from my base because the possibility of something happening with a chance cube is really high. There's not a lot of good outcomes to a chance cube. It's mostly bad. I'm gonna get rid of these mangrove trees. Like, they're pretty, but they are just kind of in the way. I might do the giant chance cubes eventually, but I'd rather do the little ones when I get them until I have a reliable source of them, so that I don't. The big ones are even more evil. Way more bad effects happen from them, and not a lot of good effects. So I'm gonna hold off on doing the big ones for now, and can teleport to the entrance. Weird. Okay. But yeah, I just I'm not gonna touch the chance cube for right now. But yeah, there is a shop exclusive item from the Echo of the Quartermaster. Yeah, there is a chance of good chance cube outcomes, but the ones that are negligible and evil are a lot higher chance. So I find them fun. I like the the gambling of it, of like, are you gonna get something horrible, or are you gonna get like 4 stacks of string? And like in this world, in this mod pack, a bunch of string would be incredibly useful, so I wouldn't mind getting that. But it can also spawn a boss fight. It can spawn an entire village. So the village would be nice, but if I do it too close to my base, I just remove everything. So I think the next thing to do is find that zombie villager. But I want fences. That's fence gate. That's the other way around. I always forget the pattern for it. Fences. And I did want a fence gate. So let's grab some planks and make a fence gate. And then we will do that again. Make a second fence gate, and then a little bit more fences. And what I want to do is, one, block off this little area so that the animals don't escape from it. And then I'm going to build that dark room that I need. Just in the same direction so that all my generation and stuff just happens in one little area. Oops. Should have been placing torches. Place one right here. There we go. I wanted a decent distance away. All mobs spawning needs to be 24 blocks away from me. So I just need at least that. I think that is probably at least 24. So now we will build just this little room here. Just a 6x6. Well, it's 9 by... not quite. But we will do this. And this. And we will just go a little farther in here to make sure that it's dark enough for mobs to spawn. And then we'll walk away and see what happens. My inventory is full, but that's okay. we are going to build like a doorway kind of thing here. And we're going to go like this. And then we're going to remove this torch, place it here instead. I think that's the same spot. Hold on. There instead? Yeah, now more of that is mob spawnable place. And then we will run back. And we will let that spawn up some mobs, possibly. They should pop up on my mini-map. If they're not too far away. I can claim the chunks. So that things can spawn. That is a big dungeon over there. Holy wow. I can see a couple dungeons that we could go explore sometime. But currently we just need to wait for things to spawn. Is there the possibility of a sack here? Yeah, would I survive? In the dungeon currently, probably not. I have no armor, and I'm using a stone sword and a shield. So I probably wouldn't survive for very long. I think I have a fighting chance for a little bit. Is there a way for me to upgrade this? I can turn it into a roost. I can fry it into a fried egg. Yes, it is. Wake me up inside. Yeah, so I just need to wait for this. Looks like mobs have spawned. There is a zombie villager. So let's go grab him. We will run all the way back down here. And we will use the worn out ender lead on the zombie. Just come over here. Got him. The spiders can't get out because the fences are technically 1 and like 1.25 blocks tall, and they are exactly 1 block. So we will just leave the spiders where they are. Turn off the light overlay. I don't need that torch there. And then we just need to go to the spring. That's in the other direction. I do want to test something, though. The compass says that it can teleport as long as it is within a certain number of blocks. So I want to test that theory. We'll make another 2 chests. No. Now it's stuck. I kind of hate the way that chests work now in the newer versions. Like, it's fine, I do understand why they did what they did, but at the same time, it is a little bit more frustrating. Okay. Shield in the offhand, sword, hammer, axe, pickaxe, hammer. Okay. And then the sack. Let us go to the place. And it says that it will teleport me as long as I'm within 250 blocks. But it also doesn't appear to. Is it one of my teleports here? No. Spawn, home, world engine, route to guidance. I don't know. But it's gorgeous in here. It is so pretty. I don't exactly know how I'm healing this. Use the healing spring to bring them back to life. Okay. Do I just put him in the healing spring? Looks like it. He's converting. There he is. He's a villager. Okay. Not everyone likes slaughtering innocent cows. You may slay the undead creatures to acquire rotten flesh, which can be cured into leather in a campfire. Probably a good idea to consider making a backpack with some of the leather. Definitely. I will definitely be making a backpack. Once you've cured a villager, the Echo of Guidance knows of a tool you can craft that can harness their skills for future use. To make this tool, you must use the World Engine. The World Engine can harness the power of ancient crafts to create advanced items beyond your current knowledge. To reach the World Engine, a portal must be activated by sneak right-clicking a Chronon cell once it contains some Chronon. Your goal will be to craft an Echo encoder using the latent magical power stored within amethysts. There are two main ways to get leather: killing a cow or by using rotten flesh. So we need an amethyst resonance charm. Okay. I need to observe the World Engine and get the Echo encoder, which is the amethyst resonance charm and an iron stick. I can do that. That's not hard. Will my villager just stay in here? Or do I put him back in the Enderlead? I'm going to put him back in the Enderlead for now, just so I don't lose him. I'm not going to walk all the way home. So I am going to change where my home is, though, because I'm tired of having to swim. Set home here. Great. Fantastic. Let me eat another bacon sandwich. Okay, Control T to activate Haven. And that should identify my cap. Give me +3 max health. That's an amazing cap. The zombie was wearing that? That's insane. I have a couple pieces of leather already, but not much. So let's go head over to my little mob spawn area, and we'll see if any enemies spawn in. My little knight. Yeah. There's nothing underneath it. The skin is just a knight, so my whole kind of aesthetic is going to be a knight. I just found one on a skin website and was like, guess I'm using that one. I mean, it's free. I don't have to pay for licensing for it, but it also means that anyone could use my skin because I don't pay. I didn't kill the spiders. I went too far away, so I unloaded those chunks. So that killed the spiders. So that is what killed them. I can make use of this dreadful dirt. And we can use that to rapid spawn. Because there's no daylight, it doesn't matter. So, I can place that down. I need iron. Okay. I'm gonna make a bucket. And what I'm gonna do is make a very, very, very basic mob farm that probably shouldn't work, but it will because of the dreadful dirt. So, we are gonna grab a bucket of water, and we are gonna go back to the little mob farm area that more monsters have spawned in now. So we can go kill them before making it more of a mob farm. Alright, come here. Alright, they hit me. He was a shady wizard before he died. Okay. So now I want to punch open the ceiling here. Okay. I don't need the whole ceiling done like that. But what I am going to do is right here is going to be the spot I'm going to use. And I'm going to just carve into the wall a little bit to get up there. And we're going to turn, go up 2 more blocks. We're going to mine over here a little bit. And that's the hole we want to use. So this should be where I can put water. Nope, 1 more back. Screwed that up just a little bit. I put it right here. No, still screwed it up. Apparently I can't count. We're gonna go 2 back and put it right here. Cause yeah, does water flow more in later editions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Apparently I just can't count because it's the same. Break that, break that, and break that. Okay. So, what my plan is that I'm going to break all this down. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to go get some more water. And it's just going to push down into this hole. And now what I really want is to do this. And make it so they're pushed, like, directly down the hole here. But if they land in the source block, they fall the other direction. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, we're going to fill back in this for now. And then just right above here, we're going to break the ceiling up a couple blocks. And then that's the source block, so I can't block that. I'm going to put a torch on the wall here so that this doesn't spawn anything. I'm going to put down the dreadful dirt, and on every side we are going to put a trapdoor. This is a bad idea. Okay. Now I'm going to go get some more water. I can't move that now that I've put it down because I don't have Silk Touch. So we are going to light up our whole little mob spawn area for now. And then I just need to put a bunch of water back and forth. Okay. And what the water is going to do is it's going to help push the mobs. So it's going to push the mobs into this hole, and they're just going to drop. But the dreadful dirt will be spawning them more rapidly, and I'm going to create a very basic mob farm that normally wouldn't work, like at all. So now I can do a wider gap. So we're going to put the water right here, pick up this one. Whoops, wrong hammer, but it works. And this one here. That creates a center block, and that's what I want. We're going to break this. Now they're being pushed. So I'm going to break all of this, and that will create one more stream. So everything falls into these, and they fall down this gap. I'm not going to fall down this gap. That would be a bad idea. And now, all we need to do is put down these blocks here. Whoops. Okay. I'm going to climb up onto this block, punch the torch, put that, break this, and escape. And we have to block this up so that no mobs spawn in here. Now mobs could spawn up there. We're going to break these torches, and mobs can spawn in there. So, oof. I have made a very, very, very basic mob farm. Apparently I've already taken a hit. So that dreadful dirt should spawn mobs for me, and then they would... they still read trapdoors as not full blocks, or as full blocks, so they'll spawn on it, they'll try and walk forward, they'll fall, they'll land in the water will push them, and then they'll fall again. Hopefully. But let's make the amethyst whatever thing with this piece of rotten flesh. Turn it into leather. And I already have 3 leather from the loot bees. Also, the dreadful dirt ignores spawn conditions, which is great. So I can get endermen. Well, I can't because I made the roof too short, which is kind of on purpose because they won't touch the water. But I can get... what am I trying to say? I can get slimes. An amethyst shard. That's up here. So I can get slimes, witches, zombies, skeletons, spiders, the whole kit and caboodle. Alrighty. Right, I used the last of my iron to make a water bucket. I need 1 piece of iron to make a wand, and then I will turn that wand into the encoder or whatever. Iron stick. And then we will teleport to the world engine. This is the world engine. This is what we are working to repair. Now in here, we are going to put the amethyst resonance charm and the iron stick. The world engine boots up. And it crafts me an echo encoder. Now, I could explore this place, but it kind of scares me. So we are going to go back home. No, no, no. Teleport me back through. I do not want to go back through that door. But now I have the echo encoder, which means I can... 1, claim this quest. Give me a quantum computer core from AE2. 256 million crafting storage. And 8 co-processing threads. Got a big old computer. Great. This, the first world craft. This, and a painting. And then this... with the power of the world engine and an echo encoder, you can manufacture more villagers using food once you have at least 1 worker token. Gone are the days of manually making more villagers. So now I need to get an unemployed worker token. Using the echo encoder, you can sneak and right-click to convert the villager into a token. This token encodes the villager in time, allowing you to place it down when needed. The echo encoder only has so many charges and will need to be recharged by placing it back into the world engine. The echo of guidance should now guide your next steps. But let me make a worker token. Put out my villager. Echo encoder. He is now a worker token. That gets me 25 bucks, an unearther level. Nice. And a gift of stone. Slowpoke's ultimate balance. Holy moly. Can be used as a gem for Iron's jewelry. Adds cold damage, applies wetness. But it also has Scavenger 3, Knowledge of the Ages 3, and Mending. So if I can get some way to extract enchantments, I have the most powerful item. I hate Knowledge of the Ages and will not be using that. But Scavenger is nice. Okay, More mobs have spawned, so I'm going to go make another villager real quick. Because I can grab the zombie villager. That's a witch. She is not what I need. Go around the corner so she thinks I'm there. Bam, bam. Bam. Let me just get in. Why is there a zombie up there that's not coming down? Did he despawn? No, he's above me. He should be getting pushed by the water. Let's take a look. Oh, he just didn't move off the block. Okay, now I have him. I might need to widen that area up there so they actually have space to fall. We'll see. Now I have to run all the way back to the healing spring locator, which supposedly can teleport me, but it definitely doesn't. I'm spam right-clicking this thing. I got nothing. No teleportation. Throw it on the ground. Nope. If I crouch right-click it, it teleports me. Fantastic. Good to know. Would have been nice to know earlier. We'll place down the zombie. You should start converting, and then I'll need the encoder. What's up, buddy? Yay! Let me grab him. 2 worker encoders. Now let's go to the route to guidance. Let me go to spawn, which spawns me in front of the Mr. Guidance. Okay, complete the stage. With these tokens, the work is now able to reboot the archives of the 3 additional echoes. Their upgrades will assist you in restoring the first segments of the world engine. The echoes may appear similar in form, but each has the personality of their most successful predecessors, artificially recreated. We hope this is to your liking. Each echo can be found in the lobby above with their respective archives. Your quest book allows you to set a waypoint on your map with each of their locations. The Echo of the Quartermaster manages knowledge on storage systems and other general miscellaneous items. The Echo of the Machinist specializes in mechanical systems and basic automated machinery. The Echo of the Magician focuses on arcane and magical sources. My task is to return to me once you have compiled the Quartermasters and at least 1 additional Echo's World Engine upgrade. Great. I can also now buy diamonds, random basic vanilla resource, dang, coal, iron, copper, redstone, lapis, nether quartz, gold, emerald, diamonds. I can get a gate pearl to get me cows, chickens, sheep, pigs, and rabbits. Deep slate ring ender shards contains an ender shard for each cardinal direction. Ender shards can be placed inside teleporters to allow for instant movement between rings. And a smithing template. Sophisticated chest upgrade random. Basic to copper, basic to iron, basic to gold, basic to diamond, basic to netherite. An iron furnace, a gold furnace, a diamond furnace, an emerald furnace, an obsidian furnace, a netherite furnace, or a rainbow furnace. And a random glyph. Why don't I get 2 random storage upgrades. I'll go ahead and get 2 random furnace upgrades and 1 random glyph, and then those. So I am costing 103. That is fine. Basic random vanilla, emerald and lapis, random glyph, random codex glyph, glyph of break, random furnace, emerald and golden. Oof. Emerald is nice. Sophisticated storage, basic to copper, basic to iron. That's fine. And then I got the gateway pearl. So, now in my quest book, with the worker token, the Echo of Guidance has unlocked more archives for you to visit. Within them are new echoes, whose tasks will allow you to upgrade the world engine. Make sure to meet each one, as they might have a gift for you. The world engine has plenty of upgrades, with only a few being required to advance. Each tier requires at least 2 upgrades to be completed by working with the echoes. Note, major upgrades will be required while minor upgrades are optional. I got 5 more tokens. The Clavis mod adds special interactions with locked chests. Chests are now locked behind a lockpicking minigame. Light on the needle with the locks and left-click to unlock them. The less you miss and the faster you complete the challenge, the better the loot. Note, the chest will still unlock with reduced rewards if you fail. You can also use lockpicks to completely skip the minigame. That's cool. Kind of like Skyrim. Okay. The worker token that the villagers converted into was just an example of what the Echo encoder can do. If you encode villagers with specific jobs, you can put them to work for you in an unearther. This is a 3x3x3 block that allows you to automate block brushing. All it requires is a little villager labor. The unearther supports automatic item input and output via hoppers and pipes. So I just need to get an unearther, which requires polished deep slate and tinted glass. Oh, tinted glass is not that expensive. Okay. I did also get a quest from storage, which is sophisticated storage upgrade, and a quest from useful items and tips, which was the wand. Okay. I'm not going to meet the other echoes today, so we will go back to home, and we will throw some stuff in chests. Basic to copper, oak upgrade, so that this chest is better. And then we're actually going to turn this barrel into an iron upgraded barrel. Currently I can do nothing with my worker tokens. Apparently I can upgrade them. With bread, I can craft more of them. And with baked potatoes, I can craft more of them. Bread is easy, so that'll be fine. And I'm going to destroy this furnace, and I'm going to put down the emerald furnace. Because emerald furnace are so much faster. We will throw a bunch of stuff up into the inventory because I don't need to hold on to them. Slowpoke 101 doesn't want me. When equipped in stick, +1 flatulence. Do I have a stick slot? I do. Now I fart when I crouch. We are not gonna put that in my inventory. I don't want to touch that thing. I don't know where that stick has been. If it makes you fart, I don't really want it. This is a 5x3 of the Stoneblock, like art. I think that looks pretty cool. That is the end of today's episode. If you did enjoy, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified when the next video drops. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye, guys.